In ancient Nigeria, justice was not written, it was feared. There were no courts, no police, no prisons. Yet a single decision could erase a man's name from his village forever. Not by kings, not by elders, but by men who met in darkness, under sacred trees, inside forbidden shrines. They wore masks. They spoke in codes. They judged in secret. If they summoned you, your wealth could not save you. Your family could not defend you. Even your king could not protect you. Because once the secret society had spoken, silence followed, fear spread, and justice was done without mercy. These were the secret societies that controlled justice in ancient Nigeria, and their power was absolute. Before written laws, before borders, before colonial rule, Nigeria was a patchwork of kingdoms, clans, and villages. Yoruba towns, Igbo villages, Edo kingdoms, Hausa emirates, Ibibio and Tiv communities. Life was governed not by police, not by contracts, but by belief, honor, and fear. Every person knew their place. Every family knew the consequences of betrayal. And at the center of order were the secret societies, guardians of justice and tradition. They were unseen, but their presence was felt everywhere. Membership was restricted. Elders, priests, titled men, spiritually pure individuals. Initiation was ritualistic and binding. Oaths were sworn. Secrets were eternal. Once you joined, your life no longer belonged to you alone. You carried the authority of your ancestors, the fear of the people, and the judgment of the spirits. They were feared not for weapons, but for knowledge, observation, and unseen power. Even kings dared not disobey them. When a crime occurred that was too dangerous, taboo, or powerful for public debate, the secret societies acted. Crimes like land betrayal, murder, incest, sacrilege, breaking sacred oaths. Investigations were quiet, symbolic, terrifying. Masked figures moved at night, leaving signs, symbols, or coded warnings. Doors were silently marked. Messages were whispered to witnesses. The guilty knew. Fear walked faster than punishment. Confession came, not because of capture, but because their conscience already feared the society's judgment. In Yoruba land, the Ogboni society was the hand of the earth itself. They represented the ancestors, the land, and the truth. Even kings feared their words. A single Ogboni verdict could end a reign, remove a crown, humble a warrior, restore balance to the land. In the east, the Ekpe and Ekpo societies acted as spiritual police. Masked figures appeared at night. Silence fell. The guilty trembled. Punishments were not always physical. Public shame, exile, loss of titles, social death. Yet they were more effective than any army or prison. The genius of these societies was fair. A person could be spied upon, haunted by symbolic warnings, denied trade, refused help during illness, even living among the people. The guilty could feel utter isolation. Some did not survive the psychological pressure. Breaking a law was not just a crime, it was a betrayal of ancestors, spirits, and the entire community. Secret societies enforced. Peace treaties between villages, protection of sacred lands, loyalty among royal families, boundaries between kingdoms. They kept order without armies, guns, or prisons. Their authority was absolute because everyone believed in the unseen consequences. Even kings could not cheat them. Even rebels eventually obeyed because these societies represented something bigger than any human power. When colonial officers arrived, they were confused. Why did villages obey secret societies more than British law? Why did fear work where prisons failed? The answer was simple. Justice was immediate. Justice was personal. Justice was spiritual. Modern systems brought written laws, courts, and prisons. But something was lost. The fear of shame, the accountability of community, the absolute power of belief. Today, many secret societies still exist, hidden, misunderstood, or weakened. But their stories remain a reminder that justice once lived closer to the people, closer to fear, and closer to the spirits. So ask yourself, what happens when justice no longer inspires fear? When accountability is distant? When belief is forgotten? Perhaps we have lost more than we realize.